Hi, my name is Darius Livingston. Pilot license number C1808543. FCC license number 00244 0023445737. Again, FCC license number 0023445737. Pilot license number 18 C1808543. Again, class take 4. Structure plates. Got them come in. We're going to measure our plates together and mount them together. But first, you have to measure up what we have. So you got to take all this stuff off. You got to take off the plastic on both sides. Again, my name is Darius Livingston, and I'm an aviator. And they got FCC license number. It's class take 4. Again, FCC number is 0023445337. Pilot license number C1808543. And this is what we're going to be doing today. Installing structure plate together, brackets, mounting plates. It's the test plate when you get an MRO, they're gonna ask you to conduct a test plate. You can get something like this, like a patch. Get it in the same one. We're gonna add this later. But for now, we're going to measure up and see how many rivets we can find. And what's the ED? What's the ED for both parts that we have on each sheet metal plate? Again, our friend, the square. As I was going over some things and checking out my ED and where I'm going to place the holes at on this sheet metal structure, I think I was getting an inch. Again, inch of ED on each corner. We got a 6x6 structure plate test. It's structure, sheet metal, 6x6. And this is 4x4. We got 4x4. 6x6. You see that nut? Gonna look something like this. When I say 4x4 and 6x6, that's the multiplication sign. The times. So 6x6, 4x4. Test plates. Structured test plates. That's what we're using today. And we're going to see how much ED do we have on both sides to mount it together. And we're going to, like a patch plate, structured test match plate. Structured plate, mounting test plate. So it's like a patch. This goes with this. So you have 2 6x6. You mount it together. And this can be like a patch on an aircraft structure frame, the curvature of the aircraft frame. So we have to bend the sheet metal to fit the curvature of the aircraft, the roundabouts. So if you're doing a patch, you have to put this in there. You have to bend the sheet metal a little bit to fit the curvature of the aircraft. So it's like a patch, but you wouldn't never see the patch because it's gonna be mounted together and riveted together, and then you'll see a couple of bucktails, but you will not see the countersink bucktails. You won't see the countersink bucktails. You would just see the bucktails from the round heads or something like that. Or you may see the countersink buckheads, but I can use my die grinder and smooth it out. For you won't see the bucktails. But I'm gonna show you the basic concepts of a patch and the curvature of the aircraft. So we have to bend the metal just a little bit to fit the curvature of the aircraft again. This is 6x6 and I have a 4x4. It's gonna be 2 sheet metal plates mounted together like a patch. And this is going to be, the 4x4 is going to be inside of the 6x6. So we're going to be patching. Let's just say our hole is right here. We're going to patch that hole. And we're going to use another plate to cover it. So it's a sheet metal test plate. You can use it on aircrafts, and you can do it in the hangar in the MRO. They just want to make sure that you know how to do a patch successfully and everything. Nothing gets corrosion, don't get inside your rivets or get on your sheet metal itself. Corrosion is very dangerous to aircraft. So we don't want corrosion at all. We want to keep everything tight, compact, fit in one area. So now I'm going to get my ED on both sides of my 6x6 sheet metal plate, test plate. So I'm going to get my ED. We're going to go with 0.4. Four and a half, 0.4 each. Matter what MRO you at. You get 0.5, half of an inch, or you go 0.4. Let me do my 0.4 and a half. What I'm doing now, I'm getting like I showed you guys before, I'm getting a 0.4 of my ED. Once I get my 0.4, I'm going all the way down and I'm going to connect it. So I have my 0.4 ED on each corner of the sheet metal structure itself. I got 0.4 on each corner. So that's my ED. That's where I cannot go past. I got to have 0.4 on each corner. 4.5, 0.5. Half of an inch or 0.4. That's the least you can do with ED. edge distance is what ED means. Might just do my measuring up today and drill the holes another day. Well, might do it all today as well. But I don't want to confuse you guys, so I'm probably just do one steps at a time. Okay. Got my ED. Got my 0.4 across each area. See these black specks, black dots? That's my ED. Now I'm going to draw my line. Make sure you get your ED all the way down. And you draw your line out there. Once you get your ED, you can take your plate and various angles and measurements. You got your ED, you can make your own way after you get your ED in life. But you have to have ED first. See, that's my ED. I cannot go past this line. It's my safe line. I need that for the ED. QA, QC, we need ED. So we have our ED. Now we're going to place, see what we have here. We're going to place our 4x4. You can do it in measurements too. As we already measured it earlier, it was an inch on each corner. Before I came on today, I made sure I did my prefabrications and notes. It was an inch on each corner of the 4x4 attached to the 6x6. So now I'm going to place the 4x4 in the middle of the 6x6 and get an inch on each corner, each angle. And then I can start my measurements from there to see how many rivets can I have on the outside. See how many minutes can I have on the outside of the middle sheet metal plate. Because when we do our countersinks, we want to make sure this be flush to the frame as we attach our other plate to it. Have another plate that's attached to it. All fresh plates that came in the middle. All right. So So measure my inch. Once I measure my inch, I can put a piece of tape for to hold it in place. So I can see how many rivets can I get around the patch itself. So we have an inch all around. Don't forget we have a plus or minus 30 thousandths. See that? It's an inch. We got 1 inch. We still have our ED. This is our ED. We can't go past this line. It's an inch away from the patch on each angle. On each side is an inch. So now, as I showed you that, now we can see how many rivets can we fill around the bracket and still keep our ED. So I can just draw what I have right here on this, on the sheet metal part. Make sure you get a fine print Sharpie. Hold in place of your patch. All right. Everything's squared away. Nice and lined up. Okay, this is our patch. Now I'm gonna take out the 4x4 patch, sheet metal structure plate. Got my new Clecos in. Got my old Cleco and stuff right here. Cleco pliers. This is aircraft parts. Show you how they look. See? It's new. It's the old one. It's Cleco pliers. Cleco pliers for the aircraft structure. It's for the structure of the aircraft to keep it attached to each other. See, I can take one of these. And that's what they do. It's for the 40 holes, 10 holes, 21. Also can keep your aircraft sheet metal plates together with this as well. All right, let's get back to measuring. So what I see here is we have our stuff that we need in the middle. Now let's see what we're gonna do about these rivets. We're gonna make them bucktail or countersink on the end. I think I'm gonna go bucktail on the end and countersink in the middle. All right. So we have our ED. He said, remember I told you when X marks the spot? So that's our X. So we're gonna start from here, our X, and go down 1 inch and see how many rivets we can put in this side of the sheet metal structure. Have you squared, ready, and lined up appropriately. You want to take your time when you measure. Measure twice, cut once, or drill once. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can keep that one. I'm getting 5. We can go with 6 though, because we beat the ED. We met the ED requirements, so we can fit another rivet. X marks the spot. But we're starting from this angle here. So that's 1. Then we go an inch down. So that's where we at right now. How many rivets you think we can fit in there? Got the ED right here. So I'm thinking like 5 to be on the safe side. But we can get actually 6 in there. So we're gonna start up in here. You see? We got X marks the spot, and then them little tacks. That's the inch away, inch apart. And remember, we got to keep our ED. So that's where we at now. Got 5 on the S on the other side. Four in the middle, 5 on the corner as your ED with an X marks the spot. I'm gonna take the inside. I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put it at in a second. When I show you X marks the spot, that's just where we gonna stay off. This is the emergency area. This is all the room that we have. When you get past this area, this ED, then this is bad. Throw away, it's trash. But we have to take care of this area right here, which is the ED, the edge distance. Take care of that part, and then everything fall in place. You get the maneuver in place rivets at a mathematical angle. And as long as you just stay off the ED, stay away from the ED, and make sure you have ED. and keep your rivets an inch away apart. We're gonna start here. We're counting 21 holes on each area that we need to go. That's an inch apart and away from the ED. So we're going to start here, even though it's just right on back of the AD. I'm going to start here. Then I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 6. Put rivet there, safe spot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, probably be 22. That's what we putting our rivets at. We can make them countersink as well. I'm just probably put a 1 row of button heads in it. We're gonna see what we do. Button heads, countersink button heads. Just throw off 2 angles so y'all can see what I'm doing. But I got 21 holes here. Okay. See if I can fit a rivet in here. If I got another inch of space. If I don't, this fine. I do. We go 22 holes. Nah, I'm gonna stick with 21. Because they all the holes gotta be an inch apart. I'm gonna stick with 21. go inward. See what we got here. Yes, we have it. Alrighty. We got all our holes here, 21 holes lined up. Again, I'm gonna show you what we got. And we're gonna start here. Oh, we need to measure our block that we have in the inside, our 4x4. We don't have to, we can measure it and then apply it to what we have on our 6x6. You got the measuring. Yeah, keep that. Have to have edge distance for the 4x4 as well. And we're going to check the thickness of the material as well. When I put all the plates together, well, the two plates together, I got 0.1, and the 6x6 by itself is 0.6. 1 second. All right, I'm almost finished. Put the ED on the 4x4. Let me show you what I got. It's the ED we have. Can't go. This is our safe space. It's our edge distance. We can't go beyond that, beyond these lines, because we would not have ED. All righty. So I'm applying my measurements to my 6x6, just my ED. But the work gonna be applied to the 4x4. It's gonna all come together. Show you what I have. And see that? X always marks the spot. You got a starting point. You have a reference. Once you get that starting point and that reference, you can go to many different ways and aspects of doing structured plate tests, but it's best to stay within the steps because you can be off a centimeter of plus or minus 30 thousandths of an inch. It's just really small. You could be at 30 thousandths of an inch. You don't have a lot of wiggle room to play with. It's 30 thousandths, I mean 30 thousandths, so you don't have that much wiggle room to play with at all. So you have to keep your mistakes to a minimum. Like a 40 hole, something you can replace, but if you have your ED, you just patch it back up with a 40 hole if you was to go past your ED, but you have to check with QA, QC and see if you can, what other ways or methods you can attach your frames or your sheet metal parts together. It's just make sure you keep your mistakes to a minimum, and everything is dealing with math, like I was telling you earlier. And you can be off 40 thousandths, and that's wrong, and you have to start everything over. So math is very important again. So now we got our lines measured up and stuff like that. So now we're gonna see how many rivets can we fit in the inside for the 4x4 sheet metal plate itself. So I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, sometimes you got to take 5 seconds or 10 seconds and look at what you got and figure out what's going on with your product. So you don't want to be wasting your product as well. Even though you got a lot of inventory, you just want to still keep your mistakes to a minimum if you're making any at all. But if you do, keep it to a minimum, something you can fix. And what I'm getting here is, let's see what I got here. All right. We're gonna start here. We're getting 2 rivets in the inside. The X marks the spot on the 2 ends. So we're gonna leave that there and take that one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably be 10 rivets total, but in the inside itself, it's going to be 2. See, it's 2. I'm gonna get 2 out of it, but I'm gonna take this edge here and this edge here and make it a 1 as well, because we want to keep our rivets an inch apart, an inch away from each other. Keep our rivets an inch away from each other, and we want to keep our ED. So we're keeping our rivets an inch away, and we're keeping our ED. That's all we need. And the countersink and the rivets gonna do the rest of the work. You can make sure you get some iodine for to clean your sheet metal itself. If you don't got iodine, you can get fingernail polish removal. That has iodine in it. So you can get fingernail polish removal to remove all the marks or pencils or any type of ink off your sheet metal parts. It's like corrosion. It's like a corrosion. Helper, like a corrosion, in lack of a better word, a corrosion helper, corrosion prevent corrosion. If you have iodine, like fingernail polish has iodine in it, and it prevents corrosion of your sheet metal structure. Adhesive, something like that, but let's say prevent corrosion. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm very liking what I'm seeing here a lot. So let me show you what I got. We're going to keep 2 on the inside. We're going to keep the 2 on the inside. Then we're gonna keep our ED hole as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And probably 12. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 holes. Got our ED. And we can drill all our 40 holes up. Once we drill all our 40 holes, and then we get a better aspect of what we have here. So now, so we got that all drilled up. Let me show you what we have in total. Don't forget to keep your safe cleaning space so you can know where everything's at. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and you need to clean yourself. Little nigga. All right, here we go. So what we got, you guys? So I'm gonna drill all these holes up. Let me write down what holes I'm gonna drill up here. I'm gonna drill all these holes up, and we're gonna attach our plate through steps. 1 second. Hey, Biscuit. Who you see? Come on, buddy. Okay. Right there. That's the dog Biscuit. Protecting. We neighborhood watch. Did I hear Negro? Anyway. Bring it down the house. Here we go, you guys. That's what we got. Got them all lined up. All the numbers that we need. All right. Let's get it. Drill it up. 1 second. So I just need to do the measurement. Make sure everything's secure. We got here. Again, most important hole, one of the very most important holes. One of the most important holes are the 40 hole. All right. I gotta get my son to edit this live or however it go. Let me just try to get out a concept right quick. I gotta go get me some fingernail polish too for some iodine. Because later, let me just show y'all what's going on right now. How to be a professional aircraft pilot and a mechanic all in one. Do whatever you put your mind to, boys and girls. Make sure you double check, triple check before you start drilling. You want to make sure everything's right. I can work with that. They'll be happy with that. QAQC. Ready? Let's go. Don't let your drill walk on you. Keep your drill straight. Don't let it walk on you. Pressure, low RPM, and then you drill. Apply pressure, low RPM, and then you drill. Low pressure, pressure, low RPM, pressure and low RPM. RPM is the drill of the motor. Make sure you wear long sleeves as well. Let me show what I got. Show you guys what I got from here. It's just the top V. Within our ED. Every fifth hole you want to stop. See how good that look? All right. All right, thank you. All right, we're going to keep going. We already marked out where we need to be and what holes we need to drill. Every fifth hole, you want to stop and make sure you're not enlarging your hole or anything like that. We're going to probably be doing 30 bits this time. We're going to mix it up. Just because it's just the beginning stage, but it's very important. There's a whole bunch of beginning stages. It's just the beginning stages that's work within the diagram and the blueprints, attention to detail, install, the notes on the blueprints. All those aspects takes place when you're dealing with aircraft and dealing with working on aircraft. It's like have like more responsibility than a doctor himself. You got like 250 people in the air, and a doctor, he's working on 1 or 2 people. But you yourself as a mechanic, you need to take pride in your work and knowing you got a lot of people lives and responsibility in your hands. So you need to take your job very seriously and clean as you go. Bunch of them. Yeah, that's another story. Nobody but a system. You're dealing with people's lives in the air. So you need to choose the correct men for the job. And as for, let me continue what to do. Show you what to do. Anyway, it's not a favoritism type job. This ain't a favoritism type job because you're dealing with people's lives in the air. So don't show favoritism, colorism, all that crap is out the door. No matter what color you is, with race or nothing like that. You're dealing with people's lives in the air. So all that stuff that's going on in the world, you have to block that out. Even if you're getting a divorce, don't matter. It ain't got nothing to do with them people lies in the air you're dealing with. So don't bring any of that stuff to your job or nothing like that. And you just stay professional and you stay in your lane. And that's what you need to do as an aircraft pilot and a mechanic. Okay, let me continue my work. And if your drill walk the dog on you, walk it back. You call it walking the dog. Your drill walk on you, keep it steady, and you walk it back and lined up the way it need to be. Let's do my outside edge first. Let me show you what I got from here. Again, 6x6. We did our measurements and stuff like that. 6x6. Everything's looked lined up, ready to go. It's good. Again, I worked at various MROs and stuff like that. HAECO. HAECO in Macon and in Lake City. And Macon was installing a new GPS system, like a Google Wi-Fi modification, a new one. ISPS system. But it's like mounting new GPS brackets to the American Airlines, stuff like that. JetBlue. Let me continue. As far as the people that's from America and the people that's from the projects, stuff like that, reservation camps. We know we Indians now. We just the nappy-headed Indians and stuff like that. People trying to claim on our stuff like that. But we're going to make it all come together, bring it back. It's just... worry about what nobody else doing. You just step your game up and make your own table, make your own place for you and your own people. Can't get mad at nobody else because your peoples ain't got shit set up for you. You know, you can't do that. You make a way, you make your own way in life. Until your peoples get the knowledge and understanding of what's going on in this world, you make your own way and you set your own table. Don't beg at nobody to be at nobody's table. You make your own table. That's what people getting tricked off these streets and tricked in life. Period. It's called trichonology. I got it from my cousins, my big cousins, and they just feed me knowledge of what not to do because they already did it. So they tell me to stay doing what I'm doing and stay in my lane and be a man's man and teach the kids and teach people with all ages of what's going on in this world and how we can build on bettering ourselves first. All right, let me continue the journey. So let me show what I got here. Every 5 holes we want to stop. So we got 15. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop right here. Stop right there. Yeah, ain't got enough room. That's on the other angle. We want to make sure the inch apart. Get our angles, see them? All right. Show you guys again what we got. That that's on the one line. This is on another line. We still within our ED. We didn't pass our ED. And we still got an inch away apart from there. See it? It's an inch away apart. Once we tack it together, no corrosion, no nothing will get inside this patch. After we countersink and attach our other 6x6 plate, I got a lot of these things now. So I'm ready to rock and roll, but I just want to keep it right here because this is basic, but it just keep going. Ain't really no numbers. Numbers it keep going. Just keep going. Numbers always keep going. It just keep going. So let me finish this. Like I said, even a black hole has a number, and there's another galaxy after a black hole. It's just numbers go. Ain't no really such thing as a number. It's just, something for we can is a starting point. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's a starting point to Xfinity and beyond because it just goes. But there ain't nothing wrong with the starting point. All right, let's go. Make sure you enlarge gate hole. Double, triple check everything. If you drill walk it back. I'm good to go. Within our plus and minus 30,000s, we got an inch apart from each rivet. We got our ED. And let me show you right here. I'm about to start drilling the ones in the middle. But we have everything lined up here for our patch. No elongated holes. Everything's in place. Bet. All right, let me continue drilling. Got 12 more holes left. Gonna stop. After the 5th hole, real sharp. Okay. Finish drilling up the holes I got. One more, then I'm gonna show you what I got. I got bills to pay. I can't be playing with you jokers. All right. Got it. So I got these ones left. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're We're still gonna need our 40 bit when we drill up the other one. Okay, let me show you what we got. Let me show you guys what we got here. So we got, you guys. Everything looks good. You guys are doing a great job. Let's continue up the good work. So now we're gonna take our 4x4 sheet metal structure plate. See how everything just line up? It's not called a Chinese blueprint. Chinese smarter than us and Japanese too, especially dealing with mouth. Well, not me, but the whole, yeah. So this is what we have. So when I put this up here, see that? I can go and mark what I have. I marked up what we have. And I can just drill up the mock-up in the back because we already did the measuring already on this plate. And we did our mock-up on this plate and we already did our measure. So we could just place our 4x4 plate on the back and just circle it in the front. So we got perfect alignment. Then after that, you could just place. We're gonna place this over here on top of this, and we're gonna do the same thing. Line it up, get all the holes that we got, and then we're gonna drill our 40. Pretty cool after if you know what you're doing and you done tried it a whole bunch of times, you done messed up a whole bunch of times, but after you grasp it and get it, you'll be all right. So now I'm gonna get my other sheet metal plate because I'm gonna mark it up now as one. Go ahead and mark it up, drill all the 40 holes through, put in my cleat clothes, and let me show you how it's done. Just give me a sec, bear with me. I think probably do the bucking tomorrow. Might just drill all my holes up today and do all my measurements today. Okay, show what we got. Let me drill this one. Then take that that one later. Show you what we got first. We're gonna go ahead and drill up our other plate, patch plate. We already got our measurements in the front. So what we do from here, class, what we do, get our 5 point Sharpie, start marking the holes. And once I drill one of them up, I'm gonna put my Cleco pliers on it for to hold it. Hold it a little tighter than what we got. Let me show you in a second. Every hole is attention to detail. So pay very attention to each hole and make sure you're not elongating the hole. I'm about to show you right now in a second. Just bear with me. Get my knock out the big ones first, because the small ones is you have to pay a little bit attention to detail to it. But you always go, if you got a job to do, you want to go and knock out the one that's the big job first. You want to knock out the big job first and then come back to the little job. Well, see how I did that? See that glass? To hold the sheet metal parts together. Now I'm going to drill with a 40 drill bit to one of the holes that we already prefabbed and measured already. I'm going to drill it through. Then I'm going to put, let me show you. Showed you earlier. This is a 40 hole for to keep the sheet metal attached to the plate. See? For 40 holes. Only. And Cleco, it's called the Cleco. And these are Cleco pliers. Cleco pliers for aircraft. And then you got various holes. You got a 257 hole. It's a black. Then you got blue. Is 257 hole is a .257 hole. That's the black. Then you got the blue. You got .185 to .187. That's the blue. Then you got the red is .160 to .163. That's the tolerance you have for the hole sizes of your Clecos and just your hole size for the Clecos as well. There are hole sizes that is common to aviation because they're the diameters of the hole sizes that we get to place on the frame within engineering QA drawings, diagram, blueprints. Now here I go again about to start up, drill one hole, then place a Clico in the whole, or 40 Clico, which is silver. Pay attention. It's color coordinated. It's all north, south, east, and west. There's various terms of aviation, like a Jerry gun, a Joe Boat gun. It's just a communication gaps within ourselves that we need to bring together, because it's more than just 26 families in the United States that's from the United States. That's the Indians. But it's various other in the Midwest, St. Louis and Chicago, in the Midwest, they have their own another set of tribal people that look like me as well. And it's just a communication gap throughout the U.S. where once we put it together and make use of it, from more than 26 families, there's a whole bunch of families out here that's like you and I, that we just don't know exists. But we do exist, and we all over the world. And we do not, and the perception of what we are on TV is, that's just what it is. A perception it's not us at all. It's just, we just royal. Some of us royal, some of us bums, and some of us this and some of us that, which is in every race, every religion, whatever you want to call it. But what you see on TV is not all of what we do, as in my race that's from the United States. It's just a perception of what we're supposed to be. We all not like that. We ain't all like that. I just wanted to let you know. We can, if you starve a person to death, eventually they will get like that. But the mindset and the preparation and the more knowledge you have, you won't let yourself get like that. It's just a perception they put on the people that's like myself, and that's not true for a lot of us people. There's a lot of educated and a lot of successful people like myself that come from the, let's say, unfortunate communities, you know. But let me continue. But let's go again. I say, you don't beg to be at nobody else's table. You make your own table. Again, it's a 40. 40 Clico. Put it in there. Put it in your hole. Let me show you how it looks. So you will be working with you guys. You see that? That's what we want. So I'm gonna go to each hole, and I'm gonna drill each hole, and I'm gonna place a Clico plier in it. All right, let me continue. I'll get back with you in a second. Just let me go right quick. Every hole you drill, you put a Cleco plier in it. See, it's secure. And we're going to put our patch plate in the middle in a second. Just want to give you the basic aspects of what we're doing here. So now I'm going to show you what we got. Then I'm going to put 4x4 plate in the middle. And we're going to drill it up as well as our mock up because we already did our measuring. Just going to drill it up, mark it up, and probably say the countersink and the bucking for tomorrow, something like that. Let me adjust this camera. Yeah. Distracting the, taking off everything right quick. And I'm gonna show you what we got. See that? Looks good. Everything looks good. I'm gonna take this off. All right. There's the bird. Make sure y'all with the bird. Okay. We got our mock-ups here. We going right here. So we can take out the one we measured. We're gonna put that here. Drill it up from the far side. So you got that here. If you not you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. The holes that we did earlier, everything will line up perfectly. And put this in the vase. And one of the move one. But I can hold it myself because I know what I'm doing. So if you know what you're doing, you're gonna be right on it. All right, let me attach it. Need to plug through one up here too. It's Cleco. Hold this here. Check everything lined up still. Right here. All right, we good to go here. All right, we ready. Alrighty, lining this up right quick. Anybody? See that? That's what we want. everything lined up. Now I can put my plate on the inside of the two. Got it marked up, ready to go. All right. And start drilling around the patch. Have the patch in place. Put my patch in the middle. Line it up to the holes that we already just fabricated. Everything has to line up. Line it up. All right, you guys. We're in good shape. All righty. Show what we got. The inside patch is in. Inside the sheet metal, 6x6. See that? Now we're gonna make sure compact and flush together with the countersink rivets and the button head rivet. And no corrosion can be able to get inside of the sheet metal itself. Okay, finish drilling these holes up. Make sure your holes line up. You want to get all the way to the end and you messed up something. And always triple check, double check. See, let me show you. See that? I pre-drilled, I already drilled them, but I have to, and I came back and put the patch plate in the middle. Had to come back and line up the holes that I already drilled up. And then the plate inside patch where I drilled up at, it can get tricky because it's at an angle. But you just have to line everything up that you pre-did. That's why you have to do things in steps. If you're not, you just do it in steps. It don't matter if you did it in 20 years or you've been doing this for 50 years. Just do everything in steps. And you won't miss it. Because it's easy to miss 30 or 40 hole. 40 thousandths of a hole, you can easily bypass it. But we want to keep things just how we got it. We want to keep things lined up just how we got it. Just like that. All right, let me finish drilling up these holes. Let's see, we're going to take it from there, sir. Ma'am. Alrighty. Okay, let me finish drilling up all these holes. Don't forget, every fifth hole, we stop. Every hole, we put a Cleco in there. And every fifth hole, we stop and look and see what we got. Messed up. Every hole, you Cleco every hole you drill. I'm just used to going fast. Well, not fast at a pace that I'm used to going. So I just go right through it. But I'm trying to explain the concept to you guys. Hey, dog, let me get some. Ready? Continue drilling. And you can adjust your clicos too. If you got clicos, you want to move them around, spread them out to keep your two parts together. You will need that too. Spread out your you can use each one. You can use your clico for each one, or you can spread it out as well. But make sure you have enough clicos inside your structure. You want to make sure you have enough clicos inside your structure to keep it whole, attached. One second, guys. Taking a little longer because of the thickness of the material is getting thicker. Oh, wow. We got 1.6. Can you guys see that? Probably not. So we got 6 by 6. 6 by 6 is 0.6. And 4 by 4 and the 0.6 together is a whole 1. Remember, the whole number is left of the decimal. So add that up. And that's just the two structure plates. The structure plate, the 6 by 6 and the 4 by 4 only. Now we're gonna do all three of them together. You see what we got in our calendar. We got 2.0 for all 2 6 by 6 and 1 4 by 4. So we got a 2. So they got 0.6 in the 10th spot, plus you got a whole number for 2 structure plates, 4 by 4 and the 6 by 6. But for all 3, you will have 2.0. And your whole number is a 2 because it's in the front of the decimal. So you got 2. 2 inches of thickness of material. Alclad, bell metal, it varies. But we would probably go with we already did the 40 holes. We'll probably go with 40 and 30 holes. Something like that. You got to bag it in. And parts ain't cheap, so I don't be wasting nothing. This is the case. Gotta go to an MRO and go catch some guys up to speed and show them how to do it. Period. Make sure. I'm like watching YouTube as well. You know, I just seeing a lot of my people on YouTube making us look unprofessional. It's just it's a communication gap. It's just our lingo. But at the same time, we have to work on ourselves first before we can help anybody else or any race or nationality or nothing like that. We have to focus on what we need to do for our kids and our future and our goals. You can do a short-term goals, 3 to 5 year short-term goals, then a 10-year goal, and stuff like that. What's up, Biscuit? Let me show you this dog. Hey, my brother, he's a dog breeder. He breeds these dogs. He's very good at what he do. This is a French one. Those expensive dogs. So let's see. But yeah, my brother breed them. Is what's it called? What's your name, dog? His name Biscuit. Is them expensive dogs, like Dame Dash got. He breeds them. All right, who we at now? Okay, we're gonna finish drilling up our holes and be right back. And then my brother's name is Cordell Livingston. Biscuit, what to do? Yeah, let me tell you about hope it don't. Nah, it shouldn't. Well, the people I look at on YouTube, so like my favorites is Sister T, brown skin lady, and New Orleans lady, Miss 504. They're my favorites on YouTube. And back to the every fifth hole we're gonna stop and get it right. All right. It is remind me of my aunties. My auntie and my grandma helped raise me as well. I got 5 aunties, one a general. all of them generous. But I got some very strong aunties, and that's why I like listening to the women on YouTube, because there's a message, always a message in there, and they just probably talk different, but there's always a message when you're talking to your aunties, or you was raised by your aunties and your grandma and your mother and stuff like that, and your father. But your father get money, so your aunties and grandma and mother. I'm just thankful for the upbringing that I had. Well, my auntie's name is Adrena Foy, Paula Woods, Dorian Livingston, and Wanda Evans. They all awesome in their own way. Tell it. My grandmother's name is Jacqueline Cross, and she always keep a black book. If you owe her some money, she it's in a black book. Make sure you pay that money back, son. Grandfather from Jersey. He had like 3 families, 2 in Virginia, 1 in Jersey. Yeah. We got a big family from the Navy family, Army, military, big military family. And just been an honor and a privilege to be raised by my family and members, because I just ain't know how good I had it until you go out in the real world and you see it for yourself. But you got to jump off that. Not you only got to do nothing, but I jumped off the porch and had to see it for myself. Now I'm bringing the information and knowledge back to you guys. But I have one aunt, she works for the Pentagon, and we all about our business. We don't stand on business, we is business. Been taking care of y'all whole community forever, all of y'all community, especially on the East Coast, from New York to Florida. Been taking care of the whole community, for real. And ain't no fakes, no nothing. If people just talking, that's all they doing. We actually do it for real. And we welcome in all types of foreigners and stuff like that to our country. But the same type of respect that I showed you in your country, I would like the same type of respect in my country, because I did my push-ups and everything I had to do in your country when I was in Bath, Afghanistan, shit like that. And it's respect. You can't be mad because somebody fighting for the mountains, the opium in the mountains. You fight for your land, man. Don't you cowards? Anywho, we almost finished drilling up all these holes here, you guys. Think I might be going on 3 hours, and I don't want to miss my shows. I'm about to go check in on my shows. I know I missed them last night because I go to bed about 7:30. So I got to go check out my shows and then stuff like that. But I'm going to finish drilling up these holes right quick to show you what I got. Probably play this Xbox X. You know what I mean? Hopefully you got your Christmas done because I got mine done. Thankful to the man upstairs and my beautiful family that he gave me. But get your Christmas right. Every year. You see people on the internet pulling fake stunts. That's not it. They probably had a too good Christmas. so they don't know how to go. Once you get that money, ain't no going back, you know. So you have to know what to do when you do get that money, and money ain't nothing, man. You just gotta make the right investments because it's easy to get money, but you know, like it's easy to get money, but what you gonna invest it in, and is they gonna give you those investments? Thing I do know, we just need some of those, like War Dog. We need some of those contracts, man. We know on this, we good on this side. We're gonna bring them. We don't fuck with y'all, you don't fuck. We don't fuck with y'all, you don't fuck with us, and we don't fuck with y'all no different on this side, like your boy said. But it's just business. If you have the best of both worlds, especially if you mulatto, whatever your mixed race is, if you have the best of both worlds, you don't need to mislead your darker side because you think they supposed to be portraying a certain way. No. And then you go to your suburban side and be, yes, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. All that nice. And then you come over to the ghetto and you being ghetto. We don't need that. We need you to be universal, good, and teaching both sides of your mulatto, whatever you is, teaching them what it is for real. Don't come over to the black side thinking like you down, which you're not. You just in character. We don't do characters because we do this for real. Ain't no character. Ain't nobody playing. There's a bunch of losers that's trying to. If you can't measure up to your mother and father, don't become a gangbanger. do something else. Do something. These motherfuckers come from privileged homes and they can't measure up to their mother or father because they used to be an engineer or a doctor or something like that. You will find your niche, but don't be misleading my people. You can't go ahead, bro. And then as soon as you do something to them because they got pink and pretty lips, then they gonna call the police. And then you ain't nobody. The police can't keep saving your pretty pink lips, brother. And then portraying like something they ain't character. Ain't nobody acting. Ain't no characters. Use a child. Stay in a child's place with pink lips. What you think they gonna do to you? But anyway, that's another story. stop playing. Ain't nobody playing. Man, stop that character shit. This is real life. You got my people looking crazy and shit. Let me stop. Why don't you make me mad as hell, boy? Want to be a part of it, boy. That's the damn problem. Name. All right, I'm almost finished with these holes, you guys. And then I'm going to show you what I got from here. Switch it up. My clecos in here. Move my clecos around. If I can get a, make sure it stay attached. Make sure everything holds together properly. And after I finish this up, we're looking pretty good, you guys. Two more holes. All right, you guys. I think we Gucci. All right. See how that is? What time my son get out of school? We can edit this or whatever we're gonna do. See what we got here? It's looking good. Looking real good. So I'm gonna cut it live for today. Wait for my son to come back and edit this video. See how I did. Thank you guys. Darius Livingston, countersink, bracket, class take 5, probably tomorrow, something like that. It's taking it easy on y'all. All right, stay up. Bless God.